You scared?
Nope.
Welcome to the Breaking Gill Boys podcast.
Number 4,
the Quattro. We are here with Maine Bub and Mini Bubb from the great state of Maine. I think everyone's either from Maine, Florida,
or
California, or Wisconsin. That's pretty much everybody that is in the sports card game is. How are we doing today, gentlemen, in the great state of Maine?
We're doing great.
Doing good, man. How are you guys?
We're doing good. The weather's beautiful. My dog's barking, and I don't think he should be barking now.
I got a dog too. She barks.
All right, you go. All right. So anyway, I apologize everybody for the barking. This is what happens when you do unscripted and you're outside trying to enjoy the weather up here in New England because we got 2.5 months of it.
So we'll be here in a month and a half probably.
All right. So we wanted to. My son's going to try to tame the dog. We got 4 viewers. I'm sure it's your crew. You know, the awesome Maine Bub crew. So we had we have had breakers on and people in the hobby and so forth because we really want to showcase how like a lot of the good out there because there's a lot of bad, unfortunately. We want to try to bring great stories and great people to the scene, and especially the sports card scene. So I guess the first thing I want to say is I love your logo because it has Iron Maiden font. So I have to think, that's one of the first things I noticed about it. It was like Iron Maiden font. I'm like, this guy's got to be cool. So just a quick background on how Maine Bub and I, kind of cross paths on the TikTok machine. Don't touch the microphone.
I don't want it's like in my face.
Anyway, sorry. And I came into his right here.
Reboot.
You get it. Okay. Anyway, so anyhow, this might be a 3-hour podcast. Anyway, so I went into your break, and then you're like legend, and I'm like, what are you talking about? It's like, what are you talking about, legend? I'm kind of a humble guy. I don't, I'm kind of one of those people like, man, you make people like you do this, you do that, you make it. I'm like, I'm just me, man. That's how I am. But that's how we met, and then ever since then, I've been jumping in, and then you've been doing incredible gestures and nice things by throwing us in, giving us free spots in your races and so forth, and then we win, which is nice too. The Mac Jones auto I got is called Uni. We just won a Mac Jones helmet with you, which was I wasn't even in the live.
That was crazy.
Yeah, tell us how that went down. So you threw a spot to me.
So yeah, we were racing off the Mac Jones. It was going quick. There was 2 spots left, and you came in. And I'm like, hey, I'm gonna throw you a spot, and I wrote you down for 8. We ran the race. I said, Gill, you won. Congratulations. All of a sudden, you weren't there. So I tagged like 30 seconds. I'm like, all right, I'm just going to give him 8 again on the main. I gave you 8 on the main. We run it. You win. We sat alive for an hour and like 20 minutes.
No, you didn't.
Yes, we did.
Oh, Jesus.
I replay it.
Oh, no.
Just one hit. I had it all staged. Like,
oh, no, you didn't.
Yeah, so I had my laptop out. I was like, I'll open it up when he comes in and say, hey.
I didn't know that. Oh,
yeah, no, it was fun. We were all having a good time. We were talking sports. And I'm like, we wanted to surprise you guys.
Bummer.
Yeah. So
I was literally just. So every day I have my hour of zen where I sit in my front yard on my stairs, drinking a beer, just fuddling around on my phone, and while my sprinklers are on, so I move them around. Everything, I don't have irrigation, so and then I got the explosions, the emails, Angry John, get in here, other people get in here. You email me and all this, and I'm like, what's going on? And I'm like, you want a helmet? I go, you've got to be kidding. And then we did a cool video with him, and of course. A kid, right? He doesn't like check out the whole landscape. He's like, "Oh, nice helmet," and look at the top. So that was not scripted. That was all genuine. So he lost his mind, which was really cool. But those are the moments, right? Those are the good things about the hobby, right? That we need to save, I guess, almost.
Yeah, it's really about making memories with people and making friendships. Honestly, in my mind, it's not about money.
Oh, raising.
Right. I mean, I think I think there's a percentage. I don't think it's a great percentage of people out there that are just for the money, out there to like not do good things by people and kind of scam them and so forth. I think the majority are good. I met so many cool people on here.
Ray.
Alex. Okay, Alex.
Ray
all right.
is on.
Yeah, Sconey's here. Thank you.
So Sconey.
Yeah, it's your whole crew's here. Roblox girl, whoever that is. Jake Stevenson's here. We got the whole gang here, dude.
Yeah, Roblox daughter. She's probably blowing the chat up.
Yeah, that's your daughter?
That's Lily Bub, yeah.
Oh, there you go. I'm so excited to see you in Live 3 days. Oh my god. I see you in like 3 days. Oh my god. So okay, she must be on
No.
vacation.
Are you talking to JC's?
Talking to Roblox girl.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
no worries, no worries. Again, people know that this is kind of unscripted and we just go with the flow. So and I know you have a birthday party to go to because your wife told us on the live, so we know. I know live the other day. You're like, we got a birthday party at noon. So how did you get into sports cards? Were you in sports cards when you were younger and came back to it, or you just got into it lately, and why?
So I married my high school sweetheart.
Oh, nice.
For 23 years.
Wow, good for you.
So when I was younger, like these guys' ages, I put cards in a box and kept them mint condition. And then I got married.
Yeah.
Her younger brothers came over and they were like going through it because they were like their age.
Yeah, right.
They're like, oh my God, you have this card. Oh my God, you have this card. You have a Michael Jordan rookie card. You have all this stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I put it on eBay for fun because eBay, I think, was just kind of getting big at the time.
Sure.
And made like $4,000 in the first month. And I was like,
get out of here.
Wow, these are 35-cent packs back in the day.
What year was this? What year would you say this was?
Like 2005.
Okay. Yeah.
It's all 80s and 90s cards, like, Griffey rookies and stuff.
Yeah, yep. I was big into hockey, mostly hockey, and most of those guys aren't worth squad.
Never gonna do hockey. I'm never gonna do it. I want my biggest regret
is hockey.
Yeah, well, not. No one ever taught me it.
Yeah, I just picked, like, my dad was never big into like football, or he loved like auto racing and boxing. But he never. I got into football. I think my mother was into it more than my dad. I got into football and hockey, and I was a big Red Sox fan when I was a kid. Huge. Like Cal Yastrzemski was my guy.
Yeah,
that's why you see 8s in my name all the time, is because of him.
Nice.
And I remember when he retired, and I was 10 years old, my screen house watching a black and white TV. But then when I was 13 in 1986, when they blew the World Series, baseball changed for me. Honest to God, that was
it. That was.
But when they won in 04, so at this point I'm 31. When they were 04, I swear to God, I kind of like broke down because that 13-year-old kid came back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he was like, wow, they finally did it. You know what I mean? So, no, that's really cool. And, and you're bringing your son into it seems, right? Bringing him into the game.
We have tried, like I was talking before we went live. We had a mini bub pull box.
And then I put that in the boxes.
Yeah. And then he would buy it.
Work. Yeah, good.
And it's just, there's so many people that are rude. I met Anytime Sports Cards in Delaware. We did a flawless break together. And it was just, so Anytime let him, Mini Bub, go on his live. And it was just, it's sad there's too many rude people out there.
He gave me a free basketball box that I still
have. People stink. We'll jump in that at the end of it. We'll talk about kind of the hobby and how people need to have just respect and just be grateful for each other and, respect the community. You know what I mean? It's good that he's getting involved because I think, as I'm teaching Alex as well, it's like, yeah, you can make a little money for yourself, but you have to do work. You have to put the pull box together. You have to mark your cards up. You have to sleeve. You have to help me ship them.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not just passing out money. We're not doing any of that. It's not how it goes, Trying to teach, I think you're from the same cut of the cloth that we're trying to teach our kids to, like, mom and dad ain't going to be there forever. You got to do your own thing. Right. So how did Maine Bub Breakz start? Like, and why do you like it so much?
Okay. So it goes back to the whole eBay thing.
Mm-hmm.
My wife bet me. So I want to move to Florida because I hate winters here. I hate snow.
Really? Okay.
I mean, I love the weather. I don't mind the cold. I hate snow. I hate shoveling. I hate driving in it. I hate plowing it. I hate it all.
Are you inland? Do you get a lot? Are you inland, Manning? Or
I'm in the central. So I'm on like
crushed. Yes.
I'm on a line. So we either get 20 inches or like 2. That's how it goes.
Oh my God. All right. So you get crushed. Okay.
Yeah. So she bet me that I couldn't get 1 million followers on TikTok.
Oh.
If I get followers, we can move to Florida.
Whoa.
So I was like, challenge accepted. I got nothing else to do. Let's do it.
Wow.
So I started making funny videos. I got like 2,500 followers in the first week.
I've seen your YouTube videos. Same kind of, was it the same kind of content? Okay.
Yeah. Just being funny, making fun of Biden and stuff like that, whatever.
Yeah.
And I scrolled across somebody's live and they had a pull box out.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, how does this work? Because I didn't know.
Right.
I had left the hobby back in like '08. I just stopped doing it completely. And I watched what he was doing, and I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm like, wow, he just sold that card that's worth like $3. He made $10 off it. And I was like, well, screw it. I got a couple cards. It was right before Christmas. My first live was December 21st. So I threw a pull box out, and people went nuts. I got bought out in like 5 minutes.
Wow, there you go.
Dolphins fan.
My first purchase ever on TikTok was from Dolphins fan.
How long was this? Was this last year or year before?
Last year. I've only been doing TikTok for 8 months.
Yeah, I got back in the hobby in October. I've been on TikTok for a while. I'm a big Gary Vaynerchuk guy, so digital marketing, guy. And he talked about TikTok back in 18. So I do. So I think I told you I do social media marketing for a living. So I kind of jumped on that back then. So people are always like every social media platform, it's just kids doing stupid stuff. Well, they said that about Facebook, and they said that about YouTube and Twitter and everything else, and Instagram, and every company's on there now, and everyone trying to make a dime's on there. So
exactly,
it's one of those things. But making people laugh, I think it's something that we need more than ever. I think we need more laughter.
But COVID,
yeah. It just, again, I think it's a matter of like we need to come together than break apart, right? I think the sports car community has done this for me, and I think you're one of the beacons for sure. Some of the things, the gestures that you've done for not just myself and my son, but for other people. Again, we don't, I know you're a very humble guy. You don't do it for the accolades or the spotlight, but you do charities. You did charities for cancer, and I'm being a cancer survivor. I appreciate that, and you did stuff for the shooting down in Texas, and you did stuff for a friend that need to get home because of a family death in the family. So, I mean, this is just that's wow. That's what really attracted me to you, but really kept me in touch with you because you got a huge heart, dude.
I just want to help others. That's all.
Yep.
People have reached out to me. A lot of people that are in our community send me stuff to sell for them. And a lot of people don't even know, a lot of stuff I've sold on there, like single cards and hit packs, mystery, or other people's stuff. And
that helmet was his.
Yeah. And the helmet that I sold yesterday wasn't mine. It was for quads.
For other people. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So people that can't go live. I've got messages, hey, I'm struggling. I got one last night. I'm in a tough spot.
Right.
I need help. What can you do? I said, send me what you got. I'll put stuff together and we'll go from there. I don't charge nobody nothing.
No, you basically like the you like your own eBay, if you will. You're Maine Bub Bay, if you will. You're a hub, basically. You're a conduit, right? You're kind of a showcase for people. You're a community leader. That's what you are. You're one that you got circles of followers and friends on here. So you have the connections, if you will, that people that would be interested in people's stuff.
I mean, yeah. I don't want to see people, because this hobby, as you know, you can lose your ass quick in this hobby.
Oh, yes.
So I tone down when they're like, hey, I spent too much this week. There's something you can do. They're not asking for me to donate money. They're saying, hey, can you sell my stuff? And so in a sense, I'm helping somebody out. In another sense, I'm saying I'm keeping people in the hobby. It's keeping the hobby alive. Because if people don't help other people, you mean?
Oh yeah, I don't. Well, absolutely. And it's again, this hobby, as you said, like anything else that involves money, and let's be honest, there's an element of gambling. Let's be honest. I mean, that's what it is. Yeah, you can go down a slippery slope. Young generation that stuff that you get caught up in it, and then before you know it, you blew so much money you don't know, which you have ripple effects, right? Family, work, everything. So it's good that you're helping people, and I try to do the same thing, right? I try to connect people with other people. I try to help with my skills. I do freelance work for a pro bono. I don't even charge because I want them to, I'm like, if you want to throw me a bone later when you start making money, fine. But now, I mean, I just want to help you get where you need to go, right? So there needs to be more than that for sure. So the adults are going to take a little interlude. We're going to have the young men of the hobby talk a little bit. So we're going to have Chase and Alex rap. Now he's going to get, he can't be quiet, but he'll get shy. Right? Look he's shriveling like a petunia, a daisy. All right, come on. Talk to Chase. Go ahead. Or Chase, why don't you lead? Because he's getting a little shy.
You guys are talking. Don't look at me. Look at him.
Can you ask me a question?
Ask me anything you want. Go ahead.
I don't have questions.
He's asking you questions.
Oh, okay.
Talk.
Oh, you get well. You ask one. Go ahead. Ask. Now he's getting shy. Come on. Are you kidding me?
Mine's not prepared.
All
right. It's all right. Well, I didn't. I didn't tell you it was a homework assignment. It's fine. Would you like to? Can you ask a question? All right, I'm going to ask for him because he's not evidently. All right, all right. All of a sudden he won't be quiet. Like when I'm doing lives, he'll come in, Daddy, can I sell something? Blah, 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 blah. And then now he's like, okay. Anyway, all right, Chase, here we go.
Nobody's in.
What is your who's your favorite team and why?
The Chiefs, and because of Patrick Mahomes, I like Mahomes as a player, and I feel like the Chiefs, like I like it when they rebuild. They rebuild a lot. Like they just got rid of their number one receiver, and they're getting a lot of all-season stuff right now. Like, yeah, they got who was it? I think that AJ Dillon, Juju, Marquez Valdes-Scantling, and those are three big ones. But
they signed Dillon from the Packers.
Yeah, but they traded for him.
Traded.
Oh no way! Oh my god! Wow, I didn't even know that. Wow. All right. What is your favorite card?
Oh god.
Card. I have it. It's a graded 9 Patrick Mahomes rookie at a time patch.
Nice. Oh, you got one of the. See, one day we're gonna have one of those $6 million man. The nuclear football suitcases. What's that?
They're $50 on Amazon.
Yeah, I don't, dude. I have 2 cards to put in it, dude. So I don't. That's cool.
And then, why do you like?
No, all right, speak up. Come
on. And my last one is why do you like cards?
Why do you like collecting? Why do you like sports cards?
Whatever.
I really collect my favorite teams. I have no Celtics cards. I just collect basketball in general, and for football, I just collect Chiefs.
Yes,
I know.
Oh,
He's asked why I collect them and why.
okay.
And I collect them because, like, rookies, they can progress, and
Good investment, yeah.
I can invest in them in the future. Like this card, Mahomes, he's gonna improve definitely. So
I don't know how much more he can improve. He's pretty good. I think he's a top 2. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not a big Chiefs fan. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, I mean, being a Patriots fan, when they beat San Fran, they're talking about a dynasty, and I'm being a Patriots fan that you got to really kind of back it up a little bit.
Didn't they win? Oh yeah.
We almost left New England here a minute ago.
Yeah, I know.
They went to the
All right, Alex, show me your card.
They went to 2 Super Bowls in the past 3 years.
Yeah, but they didn't win. You got to win more than 1 Super Bowl to be a dynasty. With not go ahead. So this is Alex's favorite card that he sat on.
Well, not really, but.
What's your favorite card? Mac. Yeah. You got a Mac Jones. Again, the community, Maine Bub being one of the leaders of that, has sent my son and I so much stuff and just nice. Like, I like the Cleveland Browns. I think I might have told the story when I was younger. Bernie Kosar, those guys. I love the Patriots were number 1, but the Browns and Broncos were always battling in the 80s and 90s to go to the Super Bowl. So those were always on TV, right? Yeah. The Patriots were blacked out. They were never on TV or anything, right? So it's almost like the flip now.
And then once Tom Brady came to
and then the Patriots won. I'm a big Boston Bruins fan. And
What's
he is.
Brady.
Well, so I play hockey, and my favorite.
He plays hockey. Yeah.
And my favorite person on the Bruins is Bergeron. So my number 37.
His number 37. So I think your son plays basketball, right?
Yeah, year round.
Right. So yeah, that's right. You told me about the coaching thing. We won't get into that, but I think you can attest to this. When your son hits a big shot, makes a big play, don't you get do fist pumps? Like, oh my god, you get so excited and stuff, or?
So I've coached him pretty much his whole life.
Oh, okay. So you can't do that really.
Show favoritism.
You can't do it, yeah.
I get more hype for the other kids. He knows that I'm proud of him. I tell him every time.
Yeah, it's implied almost.
But I try not to, like when I was coaching, I could never, I had to reel it in. Good job, little fist bump.
He didn't play the entire game. Like I was out constantly. Yeah. Like if I did something wrong.
But yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean when he played his first
game, and so I was playing my first game, and I scored this cool goal where I went on my knees and poked it in.
Well, how many goals did you score in your first game?
At least I think 9.
He scored 9 goals. 9 goals in his first game. So I'm texting my family, and I'm like, he got a hat trick, and he got another one, and another one, and I was like, so quickly on this. So what happened is he skated before COVID, and then COVID we didn't have him play, and then so his skating was rusty as hell and all that. But when I could see on the ice though that he just had how you have to know with all to be in the right place at the right time.
Yeah,
he just does. I saw it, and I played street hockey. That's all I did in Saugus. and down, tearing ACLs and labrums and all that fun stuff. But when I talked to his old coach, because he got elevated the same year, they like, you have to go to the next level because you're too good. But his old coach told me at tryouts this past year, he goes, your son just improved so much. It was just awesome to see, and he just knows where to be. So it's not just dad saying it. You know what I mean? But now you're a dad and a coach, so it's the same.
One of my games until the playoffs, so everybody was in a corner.
Yeah.
And one of my teammates, the other team, put it in the ice.
Yeah.
I got it, wish I had a corner.
Yeah, you had a breakaway and you picked the corner. Dude, I get pumped up. I was like, my God. It's awesome. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But he's also good at hoops, too. He doesn't play, but he's good for the little man. The little man can get in the space the big dudes can't, right? You know what I mean? So, all right. So we're going to just shift to, again, this is a subject that I think.
I have some questions for him.
Oh, you want to ask Maine? Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
What's your favorite card?
That's you, Maine.
I have a Joe Burrow 5 of 5 National Treasures autograph.
Oof. Beauty.
Yep.
Is that a rookie?
No, I wish.
Oh, this year? It's still good, dude.
Yeah.
And then what is your best money-wise card? Or whatever
Is that the most valued card? I would say that one.
It's called.
So back in 07, when I was in the hobby heavy, I had the
MJ rookie.
No, I just sold an MJ rookie, but my big
wow, dude.
Who?
was the Mike Bowman Chrome Orange Refractor at 25 BGS 95.
What player?
Mike Trout.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow.
Today the card's worth. Today that card sold for $1.2 million at Golden Auction.
You still have it, or you sold it?
I sold it for $30,000 back in the day.
Same card.
Same card.
Oh.
Okay. So.
Well, who knew the industry was going to go bananas, dude? No one knew that, right? All right, one more question, then we have to wrap up.
What was your favorite rookie card from 2021?
Who's your guy this year that you're kind of investing in? From 2021. 2021.
For 2020, Mac Jones and Jamar Chase.
I have to say, I get confused because the cards are still coming out from last year, so that's why I'm kind of,
I go Mac Jones and Jamar Chase.
Why do you go Mac Jones? Because a lot of Mac Jones haters out there still.
I just see him not getting rattled. Like Joe Burrow's my favorite person. I love people that collective, don't get flustered. To me, it feels like they're a winner.
Yeah, sure. Oh yeah.
See guys like T-Law who up and down.
Yeah, for sure. Zach Wilson. Yeah.
Like that. Tries to blame the coach. To me, that's not a winning attitude.
Well, you gotta be. Yeah, I mean, I was. All right.
I have one more.
One more question. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Who do you think's going to be good for this year?
Yeah, what rookie do you think from this class?
Malik Willis.
He's gonna. He's probably not going to play.
Who?
Pickett maybe, or
I think Pickett if he could get the start in Steelers with the Steelers.
I think it's Sauce Gardner.
Yeah, Trubisky. I mean, they don't really have a lot of good. I mean, I just invest in Pickett and just ride it, right? I don't know why you would.
I think with Pickett and Najee and Claypool, if he can pull his head out of his butt, I think.
Freiermuth, yeah, they got a good. Freiermuth, they got a good offense.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you detest the Steelers like me.
Well,
so.
now the Chargers are going to be
all right.
good.
Okay, I gotta. All right. Now we're going to switch to the adult portion of the program.
Okay.
Why do you like the Bengals? I need to know this because everybody in Maine likes the Bengals, evidently.
All right, so I followed Adrian Peterson through college. Loved him. I was a Minnesota Adrian
Peterson. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Loved him. And then he went and did what he did. Left the NFL. So I was like, well, I'm not tied to the Vikings.
Sure.
What do we do? So for a year or two, I kind of floated around. I watched Joe Burrow through college. I loved him. I thought he was great. I thought he was going to be And then he came in the NFL, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go with Joe Burrow. If he went to any team, if he went to the Jaguars, I'd be a Jaguars fan. So I'm not really a team fan, I guess. I'm just a Joe Burrow fan.
So all right, you follow. Yeah, I got you. I got you. Certain play, like I'm a huge Barry Sanders guy. I wasn't a big Lions guy.
You're not a Lions guy.
Yeah, but I don't think there's many. 238's the only one.
Yeah.
There's no one else really. But I just saw a meme like 3 of their best players in history, Stafford, Johnson, and Sanders, they wasted. It's sad because they didn't do anything. I think they all went to the playoffs once.
He was
Well,
unbelievable.
Stafford's now on the
He's on the Rams. Yes, I saw that. Yes, he beat Joe Burrow. Don't talk that. Maine will get very upset. That was a great Super Bowl.
Well, he beat Tom Brady. That's way better.
They beat Kansas City. That was fine with me. Sorry,
Tom
dude.
Brady.
Sorry. All right, let's we're gonna do the final segment here, and then we're gonna wrap up because I know you guys got to run.
Yeah.
So the state of the hobby. I've talked in the past to Sconey, for instance. I talked to him about redemptions. We talked to Sway about grading, and I think you and I are, and being parents as well, talk about like just the respect of others in the hobby and the respect for the hobby in general. So do you want to speak a couple, points on that? What you see, what you think should change, and what we need to pass to the next generation.
The overpricing stuff.
Oh yes, the gouging. Yes,
the gouging, and the negativity. That's all I'm seeing wrong with the hobby right now.
So,
Everyone's petty. They're so petty. Like it's a competition. The scamming, that's gonna never.
Oh yeah, I know, dude.
Competition, like who's better, who's bigger, who's doing more, who's selling the right stuff.
Who cares? Who cares?
So, I like I said, I don't classify myself as a breaker, but I have a lot of close friends to me, like Angry John. We talk daily. JC's, we talk daily.
Yeah.
If I see Colts or Cardinal stuff, I invite them to somebody's live where other people, not putting names out there, they think it's taking away from their income. You know what I mean? No. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like you bought some Cardinals cards off for your buddy. I'm pretty sure off us.
Yeah. Angry John.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I do the same thing. If there's like the Lions or the Bears for Sconey, I know, and I go, hey, dude, check these live out and all this stuff. I'm like, I don't care. Again, you're looking out for the other guy. Like when Barry Sanders stuff goes, I get messages, dude, left and right. This guy's got good Barry stuff and da 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 da. Yeah. I mean, that's what it should be, right? Pay it forward, right? So, yeah, I mean, to your point there, the gouging. So we were at the card show yesterday, and we were looking at, my son was looking at like a T-Law card, and it was an orange prism. It was an orange reactive or whatever.
Debut.
And it was, I think it was $40, and they said 30% off of 28. And I'm like, wait, let me check eBay. The comp. Dude, it's a $14 card.
Yeah.
So you're like, and he's into a kid too. I'm like, come on, man, Jesus Christ. Like, that's not, the gouging stuff. I don't like the gouging stuff. That's like, I just did a video today. I got T-Law red, white, and blue out of a cello pack battle with him when he switched his pack at the last minute. Cry. But there was so like the comps on that were like $33 to $105.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. Like I don't want to screw anybody. I'm here to kind of be as fair as I can. So I'm like, do I take the last 10, the last 16, the last 3? Like it's crazy. I mean, I'm trying to give good deals, but at the same time, I don't want to get completely pantsed either. I want to get, I want to be in the middle kind of with people.
We all do.
Yeah, as well. You know what I mean? Do a fair deals. That's what I'm all about. Yeah. So and I've been getting tons of hate, of course, when like the helmet, people like, do you pay it forward at all? I go, when people come to my lives, dude, I throw cards in all the time. I don't like, if I have a lot of cards, I basically give them for like a quarter, 50 cents each. I go, dude, I'm not even going to price these out. Here you go. You probably made money on these. You know what I mean? And if you're a fan or whatever, and I that's what I'm out to do. I'm not here to pants anybody or stuff like that. Or if you are going to come into my live, for instance, or into one of my videos, just bring some value to the conversation. Don't be a troll. And if, there's one guy that was completely blow me up and tell me I was complaining, even though I'm just sharing stories of other people that are getting, the redemption stuff and the grading and all this stuff. Like you do, I'm trying to help people and share other people's stories. Like you're not alone. Other people going through the same thing. And they tried this and they tried that,
Like I had a guy come in my live yesterday, and he was complaining that he got in the new Chronicles break. A guy did a pick your team with the new Chronicles NFL.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, he's like 20 of us didn't hit a card. And I'm like, well, you guys didn't do your homework because only 12 teams hit in those new boxes.
They're all rookies.
It's only 12 teams though.
Right. It's only those with the big rookies on. Right.
So you've got 20 teams that aren't going to hit in a pick your team. You got these guys on TikTok who are just bullshitting people, selling them boxes. 20 people are not hitting, but you're charging them 50, 60, 70 bucks a team.
So I agree on that, but there's also the part of the buyer has to get educated and look at the like Sconey. Yes, we already talked off camera on that. Sconey has always said, look at the checklist.
Always.
And he could easily try, anyone could easily say, like you said, all right, here we all these Chronicle boxes. you know, most of you aren't going to hit. No, do your homework. Check. That's what I do. The checklist. Like I'm trying to get Justin Herbert's for a while, like 2021s. I can't do the 2020s, right?
Yeah.
2021 because they still have value. People still buy autos and stuff. But I check the checklist. Like certain series is not many of his cards, and I'm not going to bother getting in it. So I learned over time, dude. It's all trial and error.
Just go do your homework. I do breaks. I try to make sure every team's covered now. That's my goal. That even like the Browns and the Raiders can be hit, or Commanders. That's my goal.
Well, I got the Commanders yesterday. I didn't think I was going to anything. I hit 3 Chase Youngs, rookies and stuff, which, you know, sometimes you just don't know, you know, and then I hit the Patriots and I hit big and I get a damage card or whatever. So, I mean, it's kind of one of those, you know, you take the good with the bad, I guess. Right. But again, just trying to tell our boys here, it's just like anything, like our parents, I was like, you have nothing good to say. Don't say anything at all. But if you want to say something, be respectful and just engage and have a conversation, make people think and help other people. So when they come into a piece of content, you guys make a video or a photo, whatever. We know if someone has something to say, like, hey, I went to this place or this restaurant's great, or hey, why don't you try this with your cards or this? Like, help each other out. That's what it should be. Too much of social media is bashing and mean and just derogatory, and it's kind of been partially a downfall of what's going on for all of us, right? So, all right.
A lot of it's ego.
It is fueled by ego. I mean, I'm a humble guy. You're a very humble guy. We're not.
I'm a nobody.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's what I said to you guys all the time when you're like, I'm not a legend, dude. I'm just me.
I just love your content. I love when you and Junior together. It's just, you know, it's fun.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you know, I think that's what it should be all about. I mean, don't get me wrong, we drive each other nuts too. I mean, that's what happens with father son. You know, no one's perfect, but the thing is, these are the memories, right? And these people that are showed us so much generosity and being so cool to us, and for clowns that said, you know, I leverage my son to get free stuff, it's just like, you are just a bad person. Anyone that leverages their children, you're a bad person to even think that.
Can I ask a question?
Most people are just petty because they're jealous they're not getting free stuff, and they're jealous that they probably can't afford to get into stuff.
Well, it isn't like, you know, as you know, I'm not in to get free stuff, but the thing is, you build relationships and people want to do it. They want to do it. You build. It's like anything else, like in sales, whatever. You just don't like buy my stuff. Why should I buy my? Who are you? Like, what are we doing here?
2 times and say any free giveaways.
Oh, they do that and whatnot. Yeah, they all come in. Like,
but I always there hasn't been a live where I don't give away free spots.
We do all the time. Absolutely.
I mean,
well, I also do this podcast to showcase to people getting back in the hobby the good and stand-up guys and the guys that are doing the content, like the guy at Maine Breakz. Great breaks, funny content. You know what I mean? They're not just one way, right? They have the funny content too. And again, I will wrap up here, but and again, my son has a question. He didn't want to talk, but now he wants to ask a question. So hold on, I'm almost done. And so it's like you have to have like an engaging personality and can't assume that people are going to buy from you.
Yeah.
You have to, again, build relationships, be personable, be relatable, and not just like money.
Waiting for someone to bid.
Oh, the Whatnot one. Some of those guys. There's only one guy I go to anymore on Whatnot. I was talking about addiction. I was heavy into it at the beginning, got caught up bad, and it got out. So I just pop in once in a while to one. I like the guys at Valued Collector. That's it. I don't check in many other people. I got my guys, my crew here on TikTok, and I stick with those. Stick with the guys that you trust and treat your cards with respect because it's an investment, right?
But I can tell them.
Let Junior ask a question, then we're gonna do the wrap up.
Is Chase into Pokemon?
Does she sound like Pokemon?
Does Chase?
Yeah.
No.
He's never got into it.
Well, I was like, I had like 4 binders still. I had a Charizard. I had like 5 of them. I just kind of.
I don't know anything about Pokemon.
It's Charizard, not Shazard.
Shazard. I call him Shazard.
Yeah, he had the one that everybody wants. He had 2 of them.
Oh no way! Within good condition.
Mint condition. Actually, the funny thing is, so he had a whole binder of Charizards.
Yeah.
All Charizards.
Yeah.
2 first editions, which could be worth $500,000. So this is where my hatred for PSA comes into play.
Yeah.
We found his collection and stuff like that, and my old collection from when I was a young kid.
Sure.
Sent him into PSA about 18 months ago.
Haven't got him.
$40,000 when I sent them raw value, and I haven't got anything.
That's why I'm a big SGC guy, man. I mean, you may not get all the money up front, but it's because the market's so fluid that you have it in your hand at least to make a decision where you're now kind of hostage because you don't have your stuff.
Yeah, the market's Pokemon since then, about 30%.
But PSA opened up, economy, and now made their backlog even worse. But the people that shared it, put it in years ago, I don't think I'm ever going to do PSA. I'd like to make some money off some cards because, again, this is the way I describe it. This is a hobby with a business element, not a business with a hobby element.
Yeah,
that's how it should be looked at. That's how it should be looked at.
Yeah.
But Maine and Dan and Chase, I want to thank you guys. Please plug your TikTok, your socials, whatever you want to plug.
Oh, just Maine Bub Breakz, Mini Bub Breakz, and on TikTok. That's it for us.
So we are going to get together at some point, maybe maybe in Portland or something.
Well, I got family down there by you.
Oh, that's right. Wilmington, you said to me.
See them sometime.
Well, yeah, let me know, dude, because we can meet somewhere in the middle or something, or close to.
Yeah.
Because I owe you guys lunch at the very least. My God.
You're good, man.
Okay. What? Okay, fine. All right. Again, Dan and Chase, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys. This was a great conversation. I love having the boys on, the next generation as well. We'd have to get the boys to meet sometime and hang out and play and stuff. And do cards. He doesn't say cards because his mother's from the Philippines. And
no, it's cards.
It's cards.
Cards.
All right, on that note, breaking Gill boys out. All right.
Bye. How do I do this?